natural harmonics and how to play them on your guitar. My name is Dylan Asina. I've been a professional guitarist for over 20 years, and this channel is here to help you level up your guitar playing through understanding both the science and the mechanics behind your guitar technique. Today we're going over natural harmonics, but firstly, we want to understand what a harmonic actually is. When you play your guitar string and it's vibrating, it doesn't just have one vibration, it actually has a bunch of different patterns of vibration happening together at the same time. The largest of these vibrations is called your fundamental, and this is going to be the lowest sound in your string. You'll also then have your guitar string vibrating in halves, thirds, quarters, and so on. All of these are happening at the same time, and incidentally, when you play in different tones, having a bright tone, you're going to be favoring some of these higher vibrations, whereas if you warm up your tone, you're going to be favoring some of these lower vibrations going towards the fundamental. When we play a harmonic, we isolate some of these vibration patterns, so we only hear a few of them and not all of them, and this is what we hear as a change in pitch. So if I take my top E string, and if I isolate the halves and quarters and get rid of our fundamentals, our thirds, that's where we get our harmonic sounding higher. That would be halves and quarters. If I just go for the quarters, we're going to have an even higher harmonic. So how do we do this? How do we isolate certain vibration patterns rather than others? This is where we want to introduce the concept of nodes. Nodes are the point that do not move from that center line. They do not vibrate in the vibration pattern, while either side of them will have the vibration happening. You'll see in your string divided into two, this is your 1 octave up from your fundamental. You will see right in the center of the string, it is staying still while either side is moving up and down. These notes can be found at your fractions along the string, so you'll find them at halfway along the string, or at thirds along the string, quarters along the string, because harmonics work by dividing the string up into equal sections. And this brings us into how to play natural harmonics on our guitars, and to do this, there are two things that we need to do. Point number one is you want to touch the string at one of your nodes, because if you touch the string at one of the nodes, you'll cut out any of the vibration patterns that do not contain this node. That is where you get your sound of the harmonic. Then, point number two is you play the string. So if I do my node at fret 12, this is going to be my halfway point along the string, which will get me 1 octave higher than my open string. So I'll touch the string at fret 12 directly over the fret, not just behind how we'd normally fret the note, and try not push the string down too much. You just want to touch it. So I'll touch the string, this is touching the note, and then point number two, you play the string. This will also work at your third along the string, which would be at both frets 7 and 19. So if I touch over fret 7, I'll get my harmonic there. If I touch over the note at fret 19, I'll get the exact same harmonic because both of them are dividing your string into 3. You'll also notice that as soon as I've played the harmonic, I let go of the string, because if you keep your hand on the node, it'll start to slightly muffle it. So you'll hear if I keep my finger on, it's a short-lived harmonic, whereas if I let my string come away from the string, my finger come away from the string as soon as I play the harmonic, I'll have a much more sustained, a much clearer, freer harmonic. Understanding nodes is going to be one of the key points to not only playing harmonics, but understanding how the string vibrates, how tone works, and many different advanced things we'd want to know about getting the best sound out of your guitar. To find the nodes initially, harmonics are one of the best ways of doing it, and this is how you'd play natural harmonics on the guitar. If you want to see how to play artificial harmonics and some more advanced ideas on harmonics, stay tuned, like and subscribe, because my next video is going to be covering just that. And in the meantime, if you want to know if you're guilty of making the same mistakes that most people do when they're tuning their guitar, check out this video here and see what you should be doing instead. I'll see you in there.